Brenton, I speak to you melancholy because, as you see behind both of us, we lost someone. We lost someone today, and I will say, I've made some jokes before about the royal family, but I will reserve. I will have a joke. Don't worry. I will have some jokes, but this is the end of something major. Whether or not you care, even though most of America seems to care way too much about something that we fought our way out of. I will say it is weird. When I got the message this morning that a lot of people were flying in, the health was a concern for Queen Elizabeth. I was like, well, she'll be okay. And then once you saw Harry was flying there with Markle, and who's to say Markle didn't slip her a Mickey just to end the whole process? We don't know. I don't trust Meghan Markle as far as I can throw her, but she is a witch as far as I'm concerned. But anyhow, I digress. It is sad. I will say, it's just a weird thing to say. She had a great life, 96 years. May we all live that long, except for me. I hope I don't get that old. That's just the goal of mine, not to live that long. So I exercise regularly, I eat healthy. I know those are all things to keep you alive, but I hope that I don't make it to 96. So I am a little, I speak with you melancholy, but much like when our great prince died, I have some facts. I have some facts about Queen Elizabeth that I would like to share with our crowd. Now, these are National Geographic Kids facts. They don't get to in there, but they're updated up to today. And Brent has the music playing. I appreciate that. So, without further ado, Queen Elizabeth II was born at 2:40 a.m. on the 21st of April, 1926. She was crowned queen on... Yeah, too soon. She was crowned queen on the 2nd of June, 1953. It was watched by a TV audience of 20 million people. She was the longest reigning monarch ever in Britain. Longest reigning. Beating even Queen Victoria, her great-great-grandmother. As queen, she was served by 15 UK prime ministers. Of course, her favorite dogs were corgis. Adorable. Corgis are very cute. Is it a bread loaf? Is it a corgi butt? We may never know. She was the only person in the UK allowed to drive without a license, which is pretty cool. Queen Elizabeth had 2 birthdays. Her actual birthday, the 21st of April, and her official birthday, which was held on a Saturday in June when the weather's better. That's cool. I like the idea of 2 birthdays. Now, I have a birthday in a good part of the year, so I'm okay with that. So do you.
Yeah.
But if you were in April in England, I'm guessing it's rainy and gross, so she wanted to have a better time. Her birthplace is now a fancy Cantonese restaurant. The restaurant called Hakkasan at 17 Bruton Street in Mayfair. That's cool. A Cantonese restaurant. She sent her first email in 1976. Wow. Amazing. She enjoyed horse riding, pigeon racing. Who doesn't love a pigeon race? I love a pigeon race, Brenton. Good Lord, that's good. And football, which we know as soccer here in our country.
Wait, what? No, we don't.
We know soccer.
Football is football.
No, we know football is
football,
soccer.
And soccer, and biscuits are biscuits, and cookies are cookies.
You watch your mouth. You watch your whore mouth, Brenton. Okay? Queen Elizabeth, she became a homeowner at just 6 years old. Well, yeah, things were cheaper back then. That's just the way things are. Everybody owned a house at 6 back then. She sent around 50,000 Christmas cards. Hate to be the person to count that. She owned an elephant, 2 giant turtles, a jaguar, and a pair of sloths. So she did run a circus. I was unaware of that. That's cool. She made her first radio broadcast in October 1940 during the Second World War. And even as the monarch, she went undercover sometimes. On a recent low-key trip to Scotland, she met some American tourists while walking. When the tourists asked if she lived locally, she mentioned that she had a house nearby. And when asked if she'd ever met the Queen, she simply pointed her security guard and said, "No, but he has." And those are some fun facts about our beloved Queen. The Queen is dead, but I also hope that the new king doesn't live that long, and then also maybe William has something bad happen, because then we can have cute little George take over at 8 years old, and that would be adorable. That's what I'm rooting for. I want little George taking over. It'd be amazing. But if the headlines tomorrow do not say Charles in charge somewhere, someone needs to be fired from newspapers.
He isn't, though. He's not in charge.
He's falsely in charge. He's falsely in charge.
Right.
Remember, Royals are they're just showpieces.
At this point, yeah. Not always the case, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
the rest of the podcast, we're just going to deep dive into the politics of England Parliament. Yeah, so let's do it.
The House of the Lords and the House of the Commons.
It's going to be fun. We're really going to dig deep. So listen up, kids, take notes.
We're going to talk about Boris Johnson and his immaculate toddler-like hair.
Get your moleskins out, kids, and take notes. Let's get ready.
Listen.
Yeah, so
our young queen.
Yeah.
Our young queen.
Beautiful queen.
96 years young. Gone too soon. Yeah.
And then King Charles won't be soon enough.
Queen Elizabeth, for all the facts and things that you had on her resume, not worshipped as a god. Like Prince Charles. So
almost made it to 100.
Our sweet prince.
Sweet prince.
Good night, sweet prince, and good night to our sweet queen. It is a big deal. It is a big deal because she was, 70 years. She was the queen.
Yeah.
So
she made it. She kicked ass, and you know what? It might have just been them one too many marmalade sandwiches with Paddington. That might have been it. But you know what? If you're going out with your friend Paddington Bear beside you, put away. She's
unfortunately, she won't make it to for the third movie there.
Hey, you know what? If you got to see the second one, the greatest movie ever made.
That's right.
That's all you need. She did it.
Paddington 2.
She'll be welcomed to the pearly gates with open arms and saying, I also saw Paddington 2. And Jesus wept.
All right.
Time for the Parliament.
So concludes our tribute to our young queen gone too soon, Queen Elizabeth II. We'll have a moment of silence. Are you ready for some football?
Oh!
That's terrible. They did a moment of silence for her ahead of the game tonight. Yeah.
Big Raiders fan, the Queen.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. One of her undercover gigs was showing up in all the
in
stuff.
the black hole.
All of the black hole, yeah. Just getting ripped. She loved just sucking down Budweisers. It was crazy.
Was she a football fan? Like a real football?
She was a football fan.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Do we know who she
probably
supported?
wondering why they call it football and their hands touch the ball.
No, I'm saying like real football. Like, was she a fan? Who did she support?
Soccer?
Yes. Football.
Yes, football. She supported Arsenal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Lame.
Arsenal. From the video games. That always drove me nuts.
Sure. You're a what, Hotspurs guy?
I'm a Manchester City guy.
Oh, Man City. Yeah.
I liked them before they were good. I will say that because I liked their colors. I was just a child.
Well, Carolina blue, right?
Carolina blue. Yep. And then they got good. And I was like, everyone's going to think that I like them because they're good, which is okay. All my teams suck. So if I like a team because they're good, sorry.
Yeah.
I also root for the Lions. So
right.
there you go.
All right.
And the Pirates. All right.
Let's do.
We shall move on with our show.